Hey, what is up, everybody? It is No One Shall come back to you with another video. 3 videos, 1 day. All this information is coming out so quickly for me to digest and go through. These are all the stuff that came from, remember, all this is beforehand information, so I'm presenting to you as much information as I possibly can on the first day. And let's get into it. This is me going to be butchering some reading up as usual. So, it says territory capture rules. Here's the overview of it. Territory capture introduces a new area in the space called the Origin Sector. This area of space consists of zones that may be composed of one or more systems complete with other alliances to earn the most points during the zone takeover. To own that zone and add it to your alliance territory. As your alliance owns a zone, all members of your alliance will have access to the benefits associated with the zone. Level restrictions around player ship combat are nullified in the Origin Sector. All systems in the Origin Sector follow deep space visibility rules, so fog of war. So you have alliance resources that are automatically part of your alliance inventory as soon as you acquire them. That's cool. Alliance territory, the collection of zones, multiple, to your alliance owns. Embassy, the main hub that contains information and functionality associated with the zone. Origin Sector, the area of space that players can own and control, which, with the exception of Tola, the tutorial zone. So there's a tutorial zone there. Overdrive, a special time period during a takeover where the receives 3x points. Takeover, the time period during the alliance can score in order to earn control of a zone. Tier denotes the value of each zone, similar to grades of ship. Tiers also apply to territory capture resources. Tier represents with this icon, the one we see right there. A zone, a collection of systems that share an embassy service, which is ownership of status. Zone stop, limited how many zones your alliance can control. So as you can see, here's the one. Let me get a little zoom in for you guys. So you see the top one right here, embassy, not owned by your, but it gives you construction speed. The right side is more information on it. And 6, it'd be the during the takeover, the points. You see they have different names on this one. So let's get back into it. So the embassy is the main hub information activity associated with the zone. You'll be able to find the following in every embassy. Number 1, the system that belongs in each zone, the current services zone that will, as well as upcoming services that will be available at the end of the next takeover, the takeover schedule that zone. Number 4, the alliance member ranked Commodore or higher may join the zone takeover through the embassy. Alliance members ranked a Commodore or higher can abandon a zone through the embassy. During a takeover, the embassy will display a leaderboard of the alliance that joined. Every zone, the Origin Sector, has its own embassy which has access to through any system in that zone. As you can see, these are the images on it. You can see the embassy is in the middle of the system. Cool. And then tip, you can access a zone embassy while you're in the galaxy view without sending your ship to that zone. Bypass deep space visibility rule. Fog of war. Takeover. Every zone has a scheduled takeover time every week during which alliance may sign up to join the zone takeover and score points. The alliance that scores the most points during the zone takeover will be owners of that zone. We knew that. Join a takeover. An alliance member ranked Commodore or higher can join the alliance into the takeover. Joining the takeover is required before anyone from your alliance can score points toward that takeover. You can only join an ongoing takeover. You will need to empty the zone slot to join the takeover if your alliance doesn't already own the zone. If your alliance doesn't currently own the territory, you can opt in to join the takeover in tier 1 zones. So you gotta work your way up. If the alliance does own the territory, you can attempt to take over any zone that is adjacent to the current. Adjacent has to be the warp path that is directly connected to the system in that territory. And your alliance owns the zone. You will automatically join into the zone's takeover without having to pay for the cost. So if you already own the zone, yeah. Example, zone A adjacent. I hate those examples. It's as long as it's warp path connected. Scoring points. Takeover, the points are calculated every minute. Once your alliance has joined the takeover, any member of the alliance can score points in that takeover by being a part of the zone. You get 1 point every minute. Occupying a capture node, which you get 3 points every minute plus that 1 point, so 4, as long as you're on a capture node. Every ship you have in the zone will score points. So if you have two ships in the zone, you score, well, 2 points every minute. Ships docked at home are not scored any takeover. So if you have your station in the system, it's not going to count. The alliance with the highest points of the zone at the end of the takeover will be the owner of the zone. Okay, that's self-explanatory. Occupying the capture nodes outside the scheduled takeover or before the alliance join the takeover will not be granted points. That's understandable too. During the 1/3 of the takeovers, all scores we multiplied by 3 overdrive mode. So here's the breakdown. Each ship in the zone, 1 point a minute. Occupying a capture node, 4 points a minute. So it says time durations gives you the information. You can view the preset takeover schedule for each zone on the embassy. Every zone will have a scheduled takeover for every week. Players can only score. So as you see, it says right here, the zone takeover scheduled for 12 p.m. UTC. Hopefully that changes for whoever you're at, and we don't have to sit there and do calculations when they are, because that's a pain in the bum. So as you see, tier takeover durations. Tier 1's takeovers duration is 30 minutes. Overdrive is in the last 10 minutes. Tier 2 is 45 minutes. The overdrive is in the last 15 minutes of that takeover. Tier 3 is a 60 minutes in the last 20 minutes of that takeover. So zone slots. Let's go over that. Zone slots are used to indicate your alliance interest in a control over a zone. You will need to zone slot for every zone your alliance owns or wants to take over. The zone slots will automatically return to your alliance if your alliance loses a takeover for associated zone. The zone slot will remain filled as long as your alliance owns that zone. Alliance leaders, ranked commodores or higher, can abandon zones when a zone is not under takeover or to free an occupied zone. Gain more zone slots by increasing your alliance level. Makes sense. Ownership. Alliances owned can enjoy the following benefits. Owner exclusive housing. Only members who are owning an alliance can relocate their system stations to origin sector. Players should continue to house their stations in the zone and their alliance is not owned. You will not be able to activate your peace shield. Which I like about that, it kind of brings back the old hiving system, but without people being able to jump in the system and mess with you, so you'll be able to put a little better defense since they're doing long distance traveling, which is kind of cool. So that's better. So it makes us hiving a little safer per se. Owner exclusive mining. Only members of the owning alliance can mine in the origin sector system. Mining ships can only be attacked by other players. The winning ship can steal unprotected cargo from the mining ship, but will not be able to dock at the mine after destroying it. Services. Activating services. Alliance members ranked Commodore or higher can activate services associated with the zone that their alliance owns. Activating services will cost your alliance resources. Your alliance territory must continuous, whatever it is. There is warp path of one alliance. If your alliance territory, I don't even want to use these big words. Someone took over a zone that disconnected your territory. Your current activated services will remain active, but you will not be able to activate the additional service until your alliance. So if you keep that, if you're in the zone, they have multiple services apparently. You can make your alliance territory continuous by capturing connected zones or by abandoning a zone. Sorry guys for that word. My mind is not be able to read it. Service and benefits. Services will confer time limited benefits to all alliance members. Services benefits apply throughout the game unless specific otherwise. For example, if you're activating a service that gives alliance members 20% attack, this benefit applies to your alliance members' ships regardless of where they are in the galaxy, so anywhere in the system. Services the same benefits may stack will be called in service pop-up, e.g. your alliance activates 10 attack service twice, the 2 different zones, and a total of 20% added to your thing. Once activated service remains active until the end of the next takeover. Activated services are immediately turned off if your alliance abandons the zone. That makes sense. Resources. Alliance resources required by players who belong to the alliance are immediately added to their alliance inventory. Alliance members with the appropriate alliance permissions can spend alliance resources to join takeovers of active services. Alliance resources belong to the alliance remain the alliance inventory even if the player who has acquired them leaves the alliance. Deep space. This is the one thing people didn't understand, the fog of war idea. Deep space system is marked by a unique icon from your galaxy map. You will not be able to view this deep space system unless you have a ship in the system. In order to relocate your station to the system, you may have to have a ship in the system, the space, the target system. So you have to have a ship in the system to be able to move your base. That's been out for a while. I think a lot of you guys know that. All right, that was the video. I want to go over the rules. So this should be 3 videos in one day. All right, guys, it is No One Shall signing up. Remember to hit the like, the subscribe button, the bell notification down below. Remember to go down, become a member for $2, $5, $10, or $20 a month, however you want to help me out. Click that button. If you have ad blocker, there's a donation button down below as well. Remember, there is a Discord down below. Come join my Discord. Become awesome. All right, guys. Peace out.